The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warriors faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the court. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Amin Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the center position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And here is Thompson. Şengün, the screen. 5 to shoot. Thompson finds Şengün. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Now Butler. Shoots over Thompson. That one off the back iron and out. Van Vliet right side. Pass to Şengün. They double him with Curry. Green for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside, Green. Now Curry. Outside Butler. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Amin Thompson.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production. Plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
He misses the free throw. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And he sinks the second. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Curry. That one drops for him.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Now here's Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Plenty of space. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Curry passes to Green. Here's Pajimski. Outside Moody. Here's Butler. Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Green. Şengün, the screen. From 13, Thompson's shot is off.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And there's Green on the assist from Butler.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Curry. Right side, Pajemski. Butler against Thompson. Butler can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Van Vliet outside. Inside. Şengün finds Green. Curry against Van Vliet. Here's the three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Warriors 50.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Pajemski. Butler up top. Over Thompson. From the top of the key, he buries it.
This team does a good job of keeping Butler involved in everything.
On the wing, Green. Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Brooks. Down low. Here's Şengün. Over Green. Şengün, no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Steps back. Butler. And they take the lead. Butler's got 5 points.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And he banks in the layup.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 1 to the middle. It's tipped. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Houston on D. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. He's got 5.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 6, and it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Thompson against Butler. Şengün, a screen on Butler. Clock at 6, and stolen by Green.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Brooks finds Thompson. And they recover it. Here's Şengün. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. Over Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Houston.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Brooks a screen on Curry. Here's Van Vliet. Again, Houston. Here's Podziemski. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. From the line, Thompson pulls it in. Houston in the lead. Drives to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
The Warriors have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Butler taking his time here. To the inside. Şengün with a steal. Butler against Thompson. Outside, Green. The three. Kept alive with the second effort. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. And the layup is good. Curry's got 7 points.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Podziemski. To the paint. Banked it in off the glass. Green's got his second basket of the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet finds Şengün. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And the first one at the line is good.
The thing that stands out about Şengün is how crafty he is in the post. Excellent footwork and a lot of moves.
Both free throws good from Sengun. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the middle. Smith finds Green. Pass to Sengun. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. And the Warriors with possession here after the basket by Houston.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, question the shot difficulty.
The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
First one falls for him.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he can be.
Curry, he's checked in for Butler. Holiday's checked in for the Rockets. Smith hits them both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. 11-point game. Just 4 to shoot. They double team Curry. And he's going for the lob. Hammers the lob through.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Now here's Easton. Outside Whitmore. Sengun, a screen on heel. Down low. And there's Sengun on the assist by Whitmore. Sengun's got 10 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Sengun. Back to Holiday. Sengun with it. Now guarded by Curry. Clock is at 3. Here's Hield. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Getting it done. Hield doing it all on the break.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday surveying the floor. Smith with a screen on Curry. Here's Holiday. Doesn't go for him. Fred VanVleet has been on display for the Houston Rockets. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The 3 from Curry. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Eason, a screen on Hield. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Whitmore's got his second basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Now here's Hield. Whitmore defending. They get the rebound. Here's Payton. Hits a three-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
The Rockets lead by 3. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Back to Holiday. 4-3. Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking with officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official. Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left off the catch. He can dribble into the 3 on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
Hield hits them both. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Pass to Şengün. Over Payton. Smith outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Outside Hield. Outside Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Şengün, a screen on Hield. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in.
Number 5, Kevon Looney.
And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Outside Hield. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Outside Holiday. Smith with a screen on Curry. Holiday finds Eason. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whitmore outside. Hits the trifecta. Whitmore's got 5 points in the quarter. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Curry's shot is off. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Hield. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play. rolling into open position right on cue.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Hield for three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Hield's got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Holiday. No points so far. Easton against Payton. Outside Holiday. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Man, that was good. Whitmore.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Curry finds Looney. Smith against Kuminga. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now here's Holiday. Up top, Şengün. He's defended by Looney. Here's Whitmore. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors trailing. On the wing, Curry. Lets it go from deep. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow, Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Outside heel. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Easton. Şengün against Looney. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Houston making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Easton. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11.
Love seeing the little guy bounce like that. You know, Curry, he doesn't block a lot of shots, but when he does, it gets his teammates amped up.
Now here's Green. Still no points. Oh, here's Moody with a drive. Nice D from Thompson. The Rockets lead by 3. Pass to Van Vliet. With the 10-footer. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 18.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Warriors on D, trailing by 2. Van Vliet scanning the floor. He takes it in. Brooks the pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Inside, Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And Houston has possession. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. the block. Green with the ball. He's got 6. Thompson with the block. Curry against Van Vliet. Here's Thompson. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Podziemski's shot is good.
Butler, a team-first guy willing to dish that rock all the time.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 11. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Curry. To end the run. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And he can't get the first one.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Smith's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Podziemski. Outside Butler. Back to Podziemski. Curry surveys. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brooks. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
Such a tenacious competitor. When Brooks looks to score inside, he is so skilled at finding ways to draw contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
You know, something else that's working for them is the three-point shooting. I mean, they've done some damage early on from behind the arc.
And he drops the first.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And Brooks drops them both. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. Green with a screen on Thompson. Jimmy Butler on the attack. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Smith with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well. He can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Here's Butler. After the basket by Houston. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Over Green. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. free throw's good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Pass to Looney. We've got 1:55 left to play in the second quarter. And here's Curry for three. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Back to Van Vliet. The three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. Brooks with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. 1:05 left in the half. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Outside Moody. There's the three. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Outside, Green. Now Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Curry. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
Here's Curry. He's got 21. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Butler from behind the arc. Here's Looney. Oh, look at Looney finding space inside.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Rockets on top, up by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 2-point game. Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Brooks. Back to Thompson. Van Vliet on the wing. Now here's Thompson. Butler covering. 6 on the shot clock. Van Vliet drives. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way.
Keep letting him do his thing.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Curry from inside.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Outside Moody. Pass to Green. Over Green. And it's Green missing. And for the Rockets, they're shooting efficiently, 50% so far. On the wing, Brooks. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Green, pass to Şengün. From deep three-point range, Pajimski grabs the board.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Oh, Green with a strong take.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody. Okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The shot by Pajimski, no good. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Out of bounds, it'll be Warriors ball. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Moody. Green with a screen on Brooks. Down low. Şengün with a steal. On the wing, Green, defended by Pajimski.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Curry passes to Green. Here's Butler, defended by Thompson. Outside Curry, let's go with a three. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
To the inside. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist by Brooks. Van Vliet's got 18.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 29.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Brooks from outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Green for 3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. Warriors trail by 3. And here's Curry. That's 29 for him. Stephen Curry, what a shot maker.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now Green. Soft touch off the glass. Green's got 9 points now in the second half.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
Outside Curry. Back to Pajemski. Just 5 on the clock. Green with a screen on Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing. The Rockets lead by 3. Van Vliet outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Brooks. From downtown. And Houston, another 3.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Timeout. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Man, one guy's been getting it done, Fred Van Vliet.
They know they need to change things up and do it quickly. They cannot allow him to keep running wild.
Payton's checked in for Moody. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Butler finds Payton. Back to Butler. Curry against Van Vliet. Counted. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Outside, Green. Şengün, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Offensive board. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
Outside Payton. Pass to Green. Thompson against Butler. Outside Curry. Lets it go. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 35 in the game.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Right side Easton. Back to Green. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Warriors. Curry passes to Butler. And Butler is there for the flush.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
Thompson outside. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Look, he's not the bulkiest guy in terms of his frame, but Butler is really fearless and plays with great confidence and toughness, and it's hard to stop him because of that.
Easton, a screen on Butler. Thompson in the post. Butler covering. Easton against Payton. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Pajemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Outside Curry for the lead. Drains the triple. Curry's got 38 points.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 18. Şengün finds Van Vliet. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 here in the quarter.
Here, look at the strength from Van Vliet. Not the biggest, but wouldn't be denied.
Van Vliet against Curry. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And the balance Curry possesses is unique. Impressive at staying in control even when he gets fouled.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise for the Warriors Junior and squad.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston, trailing by 4. Pass to Adams. And here's Whitmore. The 3 is up. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Payton against Eason. Payton passes to Curry. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Rockets shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third quarter. Outside, Green. Adams finds Eason. 6 to shoot. Here's Whitmore. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Golden State has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Adams against Payton. Pass to Heel. Here's Payton. Outside Curry. From deep. Counted from distance. Curry's got 44.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Green. Terrific work from Green inside.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
The Warriors leading. Butler with the ball. He's got 9. Here's Jackson Davis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Adams. Now here's Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Holiday is checked in. The Warriors lead by 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry against Holiday. Fires from the line. Curry's shot is off.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
Eason finds Smith. Payton with a steal. 3-pointer. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
Whitmore, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw. The Warriors lead by 4. And there's the lob. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
It's deflected. Outside Curry. Back to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Payton with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Hield. Beyond the arc. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Left side Eason. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Back to Curry. Şengün with a steal. Down low. Outside Holiday. Picked by Smith. Holiday passes to Smith. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Now here's Hield. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Whitmore. Back to Smith. Pass to Whitmore. Curry against Holiday. 4 on the clock. To tie it up. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 47 points. Rockets trail by 5. Şengün, a screen on Curry. Holiday passes to Şengün. And here's Eason, guarded by Payton. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Hield passes to Curry to the inside. Now here's Kuminga from outside the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Whitmore. Hield with the defensive effort. The Warriors lead by 8. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Curry against Holiday. Shot is good by Curry.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
On the wing, Whitmore. Guarded by Heald. Blocked! Fires for three. Connects from downtown. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis, and Pajemski subbed in for Payton. Shepard, he's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Holiday. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle, and it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Back over to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Shepard, defended by Pajemski. Eason, pass to Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. With the drive, uses the glass to finish the layup. Van Vliet's got 22 points.
Ooh, shaking them out of their shoes. Van Vliet with the moves.
Pass to Looney. Up top, Curry. Yet again, wow! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Rockets trail by 13. Inside, here's Şengün. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kevon Looney picks one up.
Hey, for a big like Şengün, you need that pump fake in your arsenal.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green comes in for Looney. And Jimmy Butler is subbed in for Kuminga. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Jalen Green comes in for Shepard. Both free throws good from Şengün. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Pajemski. Outside Green. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 11. Outside Eason. Here's Thompson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Great game for him. Double-double now. Now here's Pajemski. Green covering. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. And good. There's another.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Green. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Brooks, he's checked in for Eason.
One shot.
Hey, it's hard not to gush about Green. I mean, he's one of the more exciting talents to enter this league in quite some time.
Van Vliet against Curry. It's Podziemski on the wing. The kick out. Curry just 2 to shoot. Over Van Vliet. And again, it's Golden State.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Rockets trail by 11. Outside, Green. And the three off target. Golden State has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Now here's Podziemski, guarded closely. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Green. The flush. Jalen Green.
Green is so agile. Even when Jalen has the ball in his hands, he can outrun a lot of guys.
Outside Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Moody. And here's Butler. And here's Curry for three. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 59 points.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Şengün. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Butler against Thompson to the paint. Şengün with a steal. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Thompson with it. Green covering. Green against Thompson. Şengün, a screen on Green. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry. Because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Curry nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Curry against Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. And here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Wing shot on the way. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got 24 points.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's Curry. Count it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Now Van Vliet. This one for three. Drops in the three. Van Vliet's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
The Warriors lead by 9. Here's Curry. Right side, Butler. Back to Curry. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Van Vliet against Curry. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Back to Pajemski. Pass to Moody. On the wing, Curry. Clock at 6. Moody on the wing. Up and over Brooks. Moody misses. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Another three from Houston.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Outside Butler takes the three. Rebounded by Green.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Brooks outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, Brooks is one hard-working man. He runs into a foul and still gets a shot off.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. And Brooks drops them both. So it's the Warriors now. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And the Rockets with possession. It's a 5-point game. Off the mark there with a 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock is the priority.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Timeout called. Houston. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
"12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So the Warriors take the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
No, just made some shots. It's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little edge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Stephen Curry.